I was originally born in North London, so I'm originally a London boy, and now I live on the south coast in a city called Brighton, and which is a very cool music city. And yeah, I've been playing music pretty much most of my life. I learnt the guitar at the age of 12, and then it just kind of, that's what I've been doing since. I think a real mixture from you know, like old school stuff like Bryan Adams and Dire Straits, believe it or not, Radiohead, you know, Manic Street Preachers, some gospel stuff. So a whole sort of really wide collection, really. We met each other in a small town called Littlehampton, and we actually put on a local music event for all the kids in our town. And it was a really creative sort of night. It was once a month on a Sunday night, and it grew and grew and grew. And those songs just suddenly spread. And so we left all our jobs and went professional. And we were together for 17 years, which is a long time. We all grew up in church in different ways, and so that's our background. But our music definitely was for a wider scene than that. And even though our heart was for all that church stood for, we wanted to bring hope, we wanted to bring life to people. We wanted our music to stand against, you know, stuff like Radiohead, and we released lots of singles in the UK and had a few top 20s. I grew up a church boy, and so I think it's sort of been in my blood all those years. So it's been a very natural thing to play that sort of music. And so I think pretty much from a kid, I was surrounded by that, going to church, listening to all this amazing music, you know, learning what songs were great in a small setting with people singing. And I think that had a real influence on me. Yeah, I think mainly it was because kids would come from all over the south of England to this event that we had. And it was really exciting to see that grow and grow, and people were singing the songs like they'd written them themselves. And I think it brought a lot of encouragement to the youth in the UK, in that scene, and Delirious grew out of that, and the music seemed to go around the world, and it was a great surprise to us. My brain is always ticking, which is very annoying for my family, but you know, I'm always thinking about lyrics and a new way to say something, so I have a little book that I write stuff in. And you know, some songs take 10 minutes to write, and some take 10 years to write, depending on how they are. So unfortunately, I've only got a couple of songs that took 10 minutes, but the rest take forever. So yeah, I'm in a great season. I'm enjoying writing about a whole different heap of things, and being here in Budapest tonight is amazing, being on this boat, and this is going to be a great experience. I really love the collaboration thing. I'll often write with one or two people. I really like that. We get to eat together, hang out together, and usually if someone else is involved in that creative process, it always makes it better. So yeah, I love that. Can't remember how many records we made, but I think like 12 or 13 over a 17-year period, and the records spread around the world. It was great. Yeah, I think a bit of both. I think that within an album format, you can really grow as an artist. You know, you don't want to do what you did 2 years ago. You want to do something new. And also the fact that you can document the songs. It's like a diary, isn't it? It's like when I look back to 10 years ago, I can remember what was going on in my life by listening to those records. So I think music's really important. Whatever sort of music you're playing, you need to be great. And you need to work really hard and be great at what you do. I don't think there's any excuses. Just because you're singing about relationships or God or whatever it is, you've still got to be great at what you do. And so hopefully we're trying to do that. I think it'll be a lot of passion in the room. It will be hopefully really emotional music. Hopefully it will really move people, and I think it will be a great experience for those that know the music, and for people that are here tonight that have never seen me play, hopefully they'll connect with it, and it'll be great to meet some new people. The opening song tonight is called Fire Never Sleeps, and the story of that was I was on holiday in Greece actually, and there was a huge forest fire and coming over the mountain, and I said to one of my kids, it's amazing, isn't it? We're going to go to sleep tonight, but that fire's still going to keep going until the morning. And I think one of my kids says, yeah, it's like fire never sleeps, isn't it? So that's right in my notebook. So that's going to be the opening song tonight. Yeah, it's a song called History Maker. And I think it's encouraging everybody, despite who they are, what they believe in, to realise that they're here for a reason, that nobody's a mistake, and that everybody's got a destiny, something to do. We're not here on the planet for nothing. And so that's encouraging everybody, right? You're either going to be someone that is part of history, or you're going to be someone that makes history. And hopefully there'll be a few people there tonight that are going to make history. I really love it when people are moved emotionally by the music, that they feel, wow, you know, I've been moved by this. You know, I've experienced a bit of hope, a bit of light. For me, that's a great night, where people leave feeling just a little bit better about themselves than when they came in. I don't know whether I'll ever stop loving music, so I might end up, you know, leaving this planet playing music. But I don't know. Ask me in 20 years what I'm doing. Hopefully, maybe I'll be back here playing in 20 years. I don't know if anyone could say what's going to happen in the world, but there'll always be music, there'll always be art, there'll always be joy, there'll always be pain. And it's the creative people that bring that light to people, isn't it? And hopefully, whatever age I am, I'll be involved in doing that. Well, I think like we were saying about the History Maker song, is that I think it's important for people to realise that, you know, we're not here just to live 70 years and do the best we can and whatever. But I think that none of us are a mistake, that we're all born for a reason, we've got a job to do. So I firmly believe that hope is alive, you know, and we're here to share that together. And a concert and a music setting is a perfect place for that. Yeah, it's a very small tour. Yeah, we were in Slovakia yesterday and Hungary tonight, so it's a two-date tour. Some of my favourite memories are like playing in places like India, outdoor crowds of many thousands of people, playing in South America, in Colombia, Brazil, and places like that, where people go crazy. And so, yeah, I've had the privilege to go to most countries, and it's just been the most amazing journey. I think this is my 5th time playing here.
But not in the ship?
Not in the ship, this is the first time, and it's amazing. There's a guy here called Victor, and he lives in Budapest, and he organises some concerts, and he says, right, we're going to play the boat this time. So yeah, I'm really pleased to be here. Hopefully people will have a fantastic time. And as I said, you know, I think it's really important in these days where, you know, the world is a little bit depressing, that people can come away from something a little bit happier than when they came in. So I hope that will happen tonight. We live in Brighton now, and it's a cool music city on the south of England, and the band are all from there. They're all friends from over the years. Some of them go back years and years to when they were kids, and they're playing with me now. It's great. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the studio next year, making some new stuff, and I'd like to come back with a completely new project, but I'm not quite sure what it's going to be called or what it is. But I'm really excited to be making some new music, and I think it will surprise some people, so that's good. I think it's important to give that thought, but ultimately, you know, it's the heart, isn't it? And people want the music to have heart. It doesn't necessarily all have to look amazing, but I think that people can feel the heartbeat in music, and if they like it, it doesn't matter what you look like, hopefully. So I think people will love it tonight. It's going to be a great venue, packed in. It's going to be sweaty, passionate, exciting, and we're all very excited. I've got a really good guy in England who helps me with that, like a small team of video directors. One of them was shot in Colombia with 600 dancers, and that was an extraordinary experience. Yeah, I like both. I like the small stuff, the big stuff. I think when it's a small venue like tonight, you're really close to people, and you can see people's faces, you can see people's eyes light up, and that's a really rewarding thing. But you know, in an arena, it's just like a blur. So I think both is good.